Hi everyone, I hope that you guys are doing fine. Today we'll be having related words from grade 3 to grade 5. So if you're in grade 3 or grade 5, you can join the lesson and you can listen to this. So I'll share my screen and we can start. Alright, so first off, you log in using the aplusstudent.com, then click on your name, language arts, and then we move on to grade 3. From grade 3, we will get the related words. So we will complete two lessons from related words. We will go with other items from most general to most specific and select the members of a group. So the other one will be in the next class. So we'll do the first two today. Oh, hi. I just saw your message. Can you hear me now? Mm, I don't know why that is showing Maria's name, but let's see if I can change it to my name. Let me see if I can change that. Okay. Okay. Is it good now? Can you see my name now? Does it show my name now? Yeah, but can you see my name right now? Is it okay? Do you guys see my name now? I just changed it, so yeah, okay. Thank you so much, guys. It's okay, you're not late. We're just starting, okay, guys? So we're just starting. So, like I said, we'll be having related words. Hi, everyone. Good to see you guys. Hi. Okay. So the first lesson will be other item from most general to most specific. Okay. So we need to understand the difference between the most general and then the most specific. When a word is more general, okay, than another word, it describes a larger group of things. So if it's most general or more general, it is describing a larger group of things when it is general. When it is specific, like the more specific, it describes a smaller set of things within the larger group. So we will have a larger group, just for example, when we have like a country, so we have the name of the country, and in that country, we have different cities in that country. So now, the more general will be us naming the country, okay? And then the specific one would be the cities in that country. So that's it for like the more general and then the more specific. The more specific is like talking about larger group of things, and more specific is just talking about a smaller set of things within the larger group. Okay. So, for example, we have the word bird describes any animal with feathers or wing. Okay. So, when we say bird, we just talk about all the whole birds. We're not specifying what kind of bird that is. But when the word crow describes a certain type of bird. So, if we say bird, we're talking about a larger group, like all the birds that we have, all the birds that we know. And then when we say the word crow, it describes a certain type of bird. So you know that we have different types of birds. Okay, so when we are more specific and we say the kind of bird that we're talking about, that is more specific. But then when we just say bird, that means it is more general. So using more specific words can add detail to your writing. You can use more general words when details are not as important. So when the detail is not so important, you don't necessarily need to give me all the details. Then, hi, hi Ruth. So when you don't have to give me all the necessary details, then you can just go with the more general. But if you need to give specific details for whoever is reading your writing or with you there to understand, then you would go with the more specific words. Okay, so more specific words just gives us like more information. Okay, so let's look at some example. So we said order the items from most general to most specific. So most general, we have the noun, we have word, pronoun. So more specific, it would be word, noun, pronoun. Okay, so it's going to arrange them in order. Okay, so for example, we also have factory, shoe factory, and building. So if we want to arrange this from like the general to the more specific, what are we gonna say? So it will be that, okay, building is the most general, so we have building. Before we can have a factory, we need to have a building. So when we have the building, then we have the factory in that building. And then when we have the factory, we have to specify, oh, what are we doing in that factory? Are we building what? What are we baking there? Is it a bakery? Is it a shoe factory? Is it anything? Okay, so yeah. So let's look at some more examples before we move on to the test. Okay, so for example, we have Halloween, we have holiday, we have day. Okay, so if you want to put it from like the most general to the most specific, it would be like, okay, there's Halloween, there's holiday, there's day. So before we can get Halloween, we need to have the day. So let's say we have the day, we have the date, and then next, before we can even get Halloween, we have to also have like the holiday. Then when we have the holiday, then we have Halloween order. So without the day, without the holiday, there's no Halloween. It's just like when we say Christmas also. So without the day, the main date for Christmas, or without the holiday, we cannot have Christmas. Okay? So let's move on to your test now. I want you guys to interact and send me the answers, okay? Okay, so you guys can send in your answers on the chat. So you guys can look at the questions and then tell me which are we going with? Is it the first or the second? So you send in your answers on the chat. Of course, we have to make it interactive, guys. So let's do this. Okay, so option one. So you guys said option one, but option one is wrong. Do you know why? Because we have the insect. The insect is like the more general, right? So when you have the insect, before you can get honeybee, you need to have bee. Because honeybee is gotten from what? Bee. Alright? So if you don't have bees, we cannot have honeybee. Okay, so we need to have bee first before we can have honeybee. Okay? So you guys take note, okay? We have to do it like most general before we go to that specific. So we have to have the insect, then the bee, and then what we can get from the bee, which is the honeybee. Okay, so look at this one carefully. Let's see. Look at this one. Let's see. What's your answer here? So option two. Okay. So we need to have the dessert first, and then we have the cake before we have the birthday cake. Okay, so what is this one? Look at this one and tell me the answer as well. So what's this one? So option one or option two? Option two. Okay, so option two is good. We have the natural wonder first. Okay, so this one, how can you classify this one? Tell me. Put your answers on the chat. Let's see. Hello, guys. Okay, so the second one, okay. So you need to have the reptiles first before you have dinosaur, and then you have a specific type of dinosaur, which is the T-Rex, okay? So this one, so what would this one be? So what's the answer? You guys don't forget to like this video also. Like the live stream, okay? Make sure you like it. So, so what's this one now? Let's stop spamming, okay? So we would have person, Babe Ruth, and then baseball player. What's our answer here? Which one? Oh yeah, good guys. So it's one. Okay, let's see if one is correct. Okay, so now look at this. One is wrong because you need to have a person first and then specific the baseball player. If you have the baseball player, then you can have the name of the baseball player. You cannot have a person, then have roots, then have the baseball player next. Okay, so the name of the baseball player comes after. Okay, all right, so okay, so what's this one? You guys check. Let's see. Yeah. So we are not spamming anymore. Now let's see. What's this one? What's the answer to this question? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's be certain. What's our answer? If you have your answer, then you, is it option one? Okay. So we're going with one. Okay. All right. Good, guys. And then this one next. This one. Fairy tale, Cinderella, and then story. So how is it? Tell me. Sure, ask your question. What's your question? Ask me your question. What is it? What's your question? Mm-hmm. Feel free, ask your question. Option two, Miss Nandi is ill. She'll be back tomorrow. Okay, so that's it for like this lesson. Okay, if you haven't done this lesson, you should try to complete it. Okay, if it's new to you, complete it. If you do not understand, you can watch it from the beginning again. Okay, so we'll move on to select the members of a group. Okay, Miss Nandin is ill, so she'll be back tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, now this is select the numbers of a group. So this is us selecting the members of a group, okay? So for example, it says pick two words that belong in the group animals that fly, okay? So here you have to look at it, which animal flies. So you would have to choose from these options. That's how the test will be. You have to select the animals that flies, okay? So we have the hawk and dog are words for animals that fly, okay? We also have here it says to choose two words that belong in the group of things tired people do. So if you're tired, what would you do? You keep yawning and then you would take a nap. Okay. So when you're tired, you will yawn and you will nap. So words for things tired people would do. Okay. So you have to choose two options. It will be the B and then D. Okay, so that's what this test is about, is you choosing the group depending on the question that comes. You have to choose the member of the group. Okay, so we also have three words that belong in the group of temperature. So if you have the temperature, you would have to choose what the groups, right? So cold, warm, and hot are words for temperature. Temperature are ways to describe how hot or cold something is. So this test is basically just you figuring out the group of each thing that comes to you. Okay? So we'll move on to the test now. Everybody, you have to interact, sending your answers. This lesson is select the members of a group. That's the lesson. And then the chapter is related words on the grade 3. So you check. So two words that belong in the group things tired people do. So sending your answers on the chat. Let's see. Let's see what your answers are. So we have BD. Okay. Three words that belong in the group female family members. So female family members. You can literally just choose one or two. Okay? Choose one or two. Just let us know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Guys, just put one or two, okay? Is it option one or option two? Just let me know. So option one, right? ABD. So that would be daughter, wife, and aunts. Okay. So this one, three words that belong in the group ways to eat. Three ways to eat. What would be the answer here? Mm-hmm. So ABC. Hi. Option one. Okay, good guys. So two words that belong in the group of drinks. Group of drinks. So, oh, okay, that's all right. Hi to them. Mm-hmm. Option three, AD. So coffee and tea. All right, three words that belong in the group of temperature. Mm-hmm. This one would be, so you finished last week. A lot of people are here. Option one. You guys, you have to remain here until we finish. Don't go away. Okay? ACD. Correct. Then two words that belong in the group of days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. Days of the week. Mm-hmm. AB. Thursday, Saturday. Okay? And then three words that belong in the group body part that dogs have. Body part that dogs have. Mm-hmm. So option one, ABC. The beak is for the bird, not for, okay. Then this one, we have three words that belong in the group time of day, times of day. So ACD, okay? ACD, okay. All right, then this one, three words that belong in the group words that grow on tree, foods that grow on tree. What's this one? Okay, option one, cake. B, orange, coconut, apple. Okay, good. Then pick the three words that belong in the group meat. Which one belongs in meat? Mm-hmm. So which one is for the meats? Mm-hmm. ACD. So that's chicken, ham, and then fish. Okay. And then the one that belongs in the group of seasons. What are the seasons? We don't know the short form of short version of candy. Stop spamming with that, okay? So, what's this one? A B C. Okay. Summer, winter, and then fall. Okay. Three words that belong in the group ways to heat food. How can we heat up food? What are the different ways that we can heat up our food? So, how can we heat up the food? Mm-hmm. Which one? You can go to bed if you're tired. So, what's this? B, C, D? B, C, D. Bake. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have words that belong to the group buildings where people live. So what kind of buildings do people live in? Which one is the most suitable? Buildings people live in. So buildings people live in. BD, yeah. People live in condos and in apartments. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna finish soon and then you can go to bed. Okay. We'll finish in a bit. So let's say we finish in the next 6 minutes. So this one, two words that belong in the group things that go on a bed. So which of these could go on the bed? Which of these could go on the bed? So the blanket and then the pillow. What is a condo? A condo is a very like how do we explain it? It's a very huge building, okay? So usually the condos could have 20 floors, 30 floors, it's usually like very tall and huge and big. That's what condos are, okay? But in it, you could have apartments as well. Just that the building, the structure outside is different. Like it's very tall, like the skyscrapers, like that, very tall, like that. So, okay. So, do you guys have any question with this lesson? Do you have any questions from this lesson? Do you have any questions? Tell me. Do you have any questions? You can let me know if you have a question. I could explain to you. No. So it's okay if you've already done this lesson before, you do not have to do it again. But if you've not done it, you have to make sure that you complete this lesson. Okay? For those who haven't done it. Mm-hmm. So if you've not done it, just complete it. And if you have, then it's okay. And then the last lesson from this test will be in the next lesson. Okay? Be the next class. So, what are you guys going to do after the lesson? Are you going to bed after this class? Or what will you do after we finish? What are you going to do when we're done? What will you do after this? What will you guys do? Welcome, Winnie. First, you say what you're going to do after the class, and then you can go. Going to bed. Okay. Yeah, you said you're tired, so you can go to bed because we're done now. We're done, so you can go to bed if you want. Okay? All right, so if you have no questions, then we're gonna see next time. Okay? Do have a good night, you guys, and rest well. See you next time. Bye. Play a little, okay? Okay. All right, that's fine then. See you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bless you guys. Bye.